Stakeholder engagement is a fundamental part of project management. It's important to be able to express the product vision to stakeholders in order to gain support and common understanding about the product requirements. The product owner often collaborates with other key stakeholders to develop a product vision. Two activities that can help stakeholders formulate an appropriate product vision are designing a product vision box and generating an elevator test statement. A product vision box is sample packaging that visually describes the product. Stakeholders are divided into cross-functional groups of 4 to 6 individuals who design a product vision box. For the front of the box, you think of a product name, a relevant graphic, and bullet points summarizing the key benefits that the product can provide. For the back of the box, you provide a detailed product description and product requirements. An elevator test statement is a brief description of a product, including its target customer, the need it meets, the product's name and purpose, and the benefits it can have for the customer. This statement is referred to as an elevator test statement because it shouldn't take longer than a short elevator trip or less than 2 minutes to explain. Stakeholders may use a brainstorming session to generate a suitable elevator test statement, which helps in defining a product vision. Stakeholders who participate in creating a product vision typically come from different functional areas. These stakeholders may include the product sponsor who's interested in the project's return on investment, and members of the customer organization's marketing department who are familiar with the market demand that a product should meet. They may also include end users who can provide information about what features they expect in the product. The stakeholders also specify a high-level scope for the project, which may be adjusted later in planning. It's important to manage stakeholder engagement throughout the project. This includes setting realistic expectations and maintaining strong communication. After the product vision has been agreed upon, there still may be differing ideas about the product and how it will look and function. This gap between what the stakeholder wants and what the project team plans to build is known as the gulf of evaluation. This gap is not intentional, and there are tools to help reduce it, like wireframes. Wireframes can include page schematics or screen blueprints. Wireframes provide a visual guide and define information hierarchy on a page. Wireframes also make it easier for user experience designers to plan the layout of a page. And with wireframes, users can interact with the interface before anything has been developed. By using tools such as wireframes, project teams can solicit valuable feedback from stakeholders and ensure that the product will meet expectations. Another important concept in Agile projects is the concept of definition of done. This may also be referred to as done. The definition of done is a clear and concise list of requirements that, if fulfilled, means the product is now potentially deliverable. The product owner is responsible for ensuring that the definition of done has been documented, and then the team is accountable for fulfilling that list of requirements to ensure that their deliverable meets the definition. A definition of done can be created at various levels in projects. There may be different definitions of done for a feature, a sprint, and a release. The criteria for something to be done will differ at each of these levels. The benefits of having a clear and concise list of criteria to consider something done is that it guides the planning activities of an Agile team. Having a definition of done also helps to limit misunderstandings and conflict that could arise between the team members or the team members and the product owner by not having a clear and communicated list of criteria from the very beginning. It also limits costs of rework, for example, as it leaves no room for surprise because some criteria is missing that wasn't discussed or documented in definition of done. In summary, project teams may best engage stakeholders by working together to develop and communicate the product vision, using wireframes to reduce the gulf of evaluation, and creating a definition of done. This will ensure that expectations are properly set and that all participants agree when the requirements have been met.